Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the PivotBoss pre-market video for Friday, September 17th, 2021. I am Frank Ochoa, aka PivotBoss. Happy Friday, everyone. Here's a look at the daily time frame of the ES. One thing we've noticed here is, again, the trend remains intact. Obviously, very clear uptrend here. You can see that something's different this time around than what we've seen before. Obviously, on this pullback, we haven't seen a quick reaction or a quick rejection like we've seen before on pullbacks. Instead, we've seen prolonged sideways price action down here, down up, down day, up and down. Every single day is a different type of day within this range, but we haven't really made traction out of this range. So the ES really needs above 44.80 to really open up that next wave of prices above 45.50. And as of right now, it's not really seeing that strength at the moment. The previous session, again, closed within the range and wasn't able to break through 44.80. Today, it's trading mostly around the middle portion of the overall range and of the previous session's range. And that continues to open up the potential to drop toward the lows and then push back up and continue to trade within the range until proven otherwise. And if price were to fail to hold that lower edge of the range down here, 44.25 or so, that opens up the previous month's low. So how much more pullback are we going to see? Again, we're not seeing that reaction, that rejection that we've been tending to see here on these pullbacks. And what does that mean for price moving forward? Does that mean another round of weakness, or do we get a rejection day soon? We need some sort of rejection day or breakout through 44.80 to open up the upside. All right, let's take a look here at the NQ. Very similar price action again. Very nice uptrending market here. Very clear trend that's been in play here. You can also see, again, very narrow range that has developed over the last several days. Right now, price is trading in the upper half of the previous session's range. But really, despite this being kind of a rejection-looking bar and the midpoint being here, it's inside of a range, so we can't really judge it too much from that perspective. But it's still above 15,200, above that CLVN market structure. In the uptrending price structure, you have the PIMA trigger zone, pivot range, all lending support. The idea is this thing has a good shot to continue to push higher once it can push through multi-day highs. If it can get through, the 15,550 zone, that really opens up the upside and we can get going. Otherwise, again, a failure to break out back above that zone could lead to a bit more pullback, and 15.2 would be a big time level to watch down below. Let's take a look now at crude oil. Here's crude, down about 1/3% right now, inside day. And it's a double inside day against the day from a few days ago where we got that big breakout move. Overall, the fact that we're through 70 and 70 in the quarter suggests more uptrending price action. We mentioned the 73 to 74. We got that 73s very quickly, getting 73.14. Now on this pullback and this modest inside day, as long as it's holding above that 70.27, the expectation is we continue higher and grab that 74. So we're looking for a continuation back towards 74s. This pullback here could provide the energy to get things going to the upside. Maybe we need to pull back a little bit lower, we'll see. But again, any pullback as deep as that 70.25 could be an opportunity to buy it towards 74 and perhaps even higher. Lastly, taking a look at gold futures right now. Gold had a significant down day in the previous session. Huge day. One thing we do is we look at these big down days here, and you'll notice that whenever gold has a price range that is over 40 points in a day, it's typically to the downside, like that day. And whenever it happens, it tends to follow with another big day. Here's 40-point day, here's another big day down. We had a 50-plus point day yesterday. The early pullback right now ideally would be offered by bears for a shot at further weakness. The fact that price broke back below 1760 is significant, because if price can't hold 1760, then we have a shot to drop all the way back to 1675. So really, if price can't start popping back above here pretty soon to return back to 1840, we could be looking at much more weakness ahead. So continue to watch the previous session's close here, the previous session's midpoint, for signs of directional conviction early today. Again, after a big day down here, you tend to see further weakness in the day to come. So we'll see how much more do we see, if any, especially if price can't get back above 1765. Things could continue to be weak here for gold. All right, that is it for now. We'll see how this plays out heading into the rest of the session. Good luck, trade well, and have a fantastic Friday. See you in the trade room.